Jennifer Aniston, the timeless actress whose blend of vulnerability and strength has made her a Hollywood staple for over 3 decades, recently found herself at the center of a whirlwind of speculation regarding her close friend and late-night host Jimmy Kimmel. Whispers of Kimmel's potential firing from his long-running show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, had been circulating like wildfire through entertainment circles, fueled by ratings dips, creative fatigue, and the relentless churn of network television. Yet, in a moment that showcased Aniston's signature poise and loyalty, she effectively silenced the rumors with a heartfelt public endorsement that cut through the noise like a well-timed punchline. Her words, delivered with the warmth of a lifelong confidant, not only defended Kimmel but also highlighted the profound bond they share, forged in the fires of shared triumphs and the quieter moments of industry camaraderie. At 56, Aniston remains a beacon of grace, using her platform not for self-promotion but to uplift those who have stood by her, reminding the world that true friendship in Tinseltown is rarer than a blockbuster flop. The genesis of the rumors can be traced back to a particularly grueling season for Kimmel, whose show has been a late-night juggernaut since its inception in 2003. With the landscape shifting toward streaming giants and podcast empires, traditional broadcasts like his have faced scrutiny, especially as competitors like The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon vie for dominance. Insiders had been murmuring about Kimmel's exhaustion, long hours, the pressure to stay relevant in a post-Trump satire era, and personal milestones like his young son's health battles that pulled him from the desk more than once. A particularly lackluster monologue, laced with recycled jokes about political absurdities, had critics panning it as phoning it in, leading to whispers that ABC executives were eyeing a refresh, perhaps with a younger, edgier host. The speculation peaked when a blind item in a gossip column hinted at a veteran comedian on the chopping block, sending fans into a frenzy of petitions and social media defenses. Kimmel, ever the sardonic survivor, had brushed it off with self-deprecating humor on air, quipping about his imminent unemployment, while promoting his upcoming book tour. But beneath the laughs, the toll was evident: shadowed eyes, a slight hesitation in his timing, the kind of wear that only fellow performers recognize. Enter Aniston, whose history with Kimmel dates back to the halcyon days of Friends mania, when she was the girl next door Rachel Green and he was a rising DJ turned host. Their friendship blossomed through mutual appearances, her tearful tributes on his show post-mother's passing, his playful roasts during her The Morning Show press junkets, and deepened into a genuine alliance. Aniston, no stranger to career pivots herself, from rom-com queen to Emmy-winning dramatic force, understood the precariousness of the spotlight. In a surprise Instagram post that racked up millions of likes within hours, she shared a throwback photo of the duo mid-laugh on his set, her arms slung casually around his shoulder, both radiating the unforced joy of old pals. The caption was pure Aniston, concise, empathetic, laced with that dry wit that endears her to audiences. To my favorite insomniac enabler. Jimmy, you've made more people laugh through their darkest nights than most will ever know. Rumors are just bad hair days for the truth. Keep slaying, pal. Love, Jen. It was a masterstroke, subtle enough to avoid sounding scripted, potent enough to quash the doubters. Within minutes, entertainment outlets pivoted from firing fears to friendship fates, praising her as the voice of reason in a rumor mill. This intervention wasn't impulsive, it was Aniston at her most calculatedly compassionate. Having navigated her own storms, from the tabloid frenzy of her Brad Pitt divorce to the empowering reinvention via The Morning Show, where she plays the fierce Alex Levy, she knows the anatomy of a scandal. Kimmel had been there for her low points, interviewing her through tears about infertility struggles, championing her production company Echo Films that birthed hits like The Good Liar. In return, her defense was a full-circle moment, underscoring the unspoken code of Hollywood's inner circle. You protect your own. Fans, ever attuned to Aniston's authenticity, flooded the comments with heart emojis and anecdotes of how Kimmel's show had been their pandemic lifeline, much like Friends reruns. One viral thread dissected her caption's layers. The insomniac enabler, nod to his 11:35 p.m. slot, the bad hair days callback to her own iconic 90s lob, celebrating how she wove humor into heart. It reignited appreciation for Kimmel too, with clips of his best monologues resurfacing, from his emotional post-Las Vegas shooting plea to his razor-sharp takes on healthcare reform. Delving deeper, Aniston's move reflects a broader evolution in her public persona. Once pigeonholed as the relatable everywoman, she's grown into a formidable advocate, using her influence for causes like women's rights, animal welfare and mental health, issues Kimmel has championed alongside her. Their joint appearances, like the 2022 charity gala where they auctioned a friend's script reading for wildfire relief, showcase a partnership beyond the glitz. In silencing the firing talk, she didn't just save face for Kimmel. She modeled resilience, reminding an industry battered by strikes and streaming wars that loyalty trumps transience. Kimmel's response, a quick on-air shout-out the next night? "Shout out to Jen for being my personal publicist. If I'm fired, she's hiring me for her next show," landed with perfect timing, turning potential pathos into punchline gold. It was a testament to their chemistry, her steadying presence complementing his improvisational spark. The ripple effects extended far beyond the duo. Network execs, sensing the tide turn via social metrics, issued a subtle reaffirmation of Kimmel's tenure, hinting at a contract extension through 2027 with fresh segments like celebrity deep dives. Aniston, meanwhile, leveraged the buzz for her own projects. A teaser for her upcoming thriller Murmur, where she stars as a journalist unraveling a conspiracy, drew parallels to her real-life rumor-busting. Critics lauded the synergy, noting how her personal brand, rooted in authenticity amid artifice, amplifies her roles. Off-screen, she doubled down on friendship, hosting a low-key dinner for Kimmel and wife Molly McNenny, complete with 90s throwbacks and therapy dog cameos, a night that photos later showed dissolving into dawn giggles. In an era where cancel culture and clickbait dominate, Aniston's silencing of the Kimmel firing saga stands as a quiet rebellion, a reminder that words wielded with intention can douse flames before they spread. For two icons who've weathered fame's tempests, it's a chapter in a friendship that's as enduring as Aniston's smile, proof that in Hollywood's harsh glare, the best scripts are the unscripted ones. As Kimmel quipped in his next monologue, "If Jen says I'm safe, who am I to argue? She's got the hair, the heart, and apparently the hotline to the truth."